EMG here. I'm recording on a glitchy camera that might not actually record this, so let's hope it does. And let's open this. Make sure I'm not cutting any note or anything the seller left. Sometimes they do that, and I cut right through it. Okay. Okay. Oh, there it is. Packaged pretty well. Oh, and the paper. What does this say? Okay, it's just saying you bought this and it costs that much. Okay. You can probably tell what it is. It's Pac-Man for the NES. Bam. Let's look at this thing close. It is in pretty good condition. I mean, looks like Pac-Man, doesn't it? I did want the officially licensed version made by Nintendo, but I saw an auction going on for this. It was like $6, and no one else had put anything on it. And I was like, well, if I get a Tengen version of Pac-Man for $6, I can't really complain. And I got it, so I can't really complain. My very cheap copy of Tengen Pac-Man NES. I think the loose copy is valued around $10, so I did save money. You know, if it works, no complaining, because the ROM is practically identical to the officially licensed Nintendo version. The only difference is they just removed the officially licensed from Nintendo at the bottom of the title screen. At least I think they did, because if they didn't, that's another legal issue on its own. So yeah, I'm gonna get some cleaning supplies. See you in a moment. I got myself a NES desk cover. I think I got this off of Amazon a few years ago. I bought a huge 10-pack or something. And most of the games I get come with desk covers, so I have a few of these lying around. So it'll be nice. It's, yeah, Global Game Gear. They work really well. They don't look like the original desk covers in terms of color and whatnot, but they work basically the same. High quality stuff. And I think it was pretty affordable, so yeah. What I'm gonna do, first thing I always do, now this game actually looks really clean on the outside, so I'm not too concerned in that front, but the inside isn't always a simple story with NES games. I got Q-tip, 91% isopropyl rubbing alcohol, and just go back and forth. Yeah. Not bad, actually. It's pretty clean. So anyone who doesn't know what a Tengen card is, Tengen split off from Atari. They have pretty close relationship with Namco, which is why they released Pac-Man as an unofficial cartridge. And normally I would not buy unofficial cartridges. Why? Because they can put a risk towards your system. But I think Tengen cartridges are a little different, because they actually stole a patent from the patent office to reverse engineer the lockout chip, which they named the Rabbit chip. So basically, even though this looks different than a typical NES cartridge, it functions exactly the same. It should work with your NES the exact same, and it shouldn't be at risk of breaking anything. Oh wow, when I reflect that light right in the lens of the camera, it changes the lighting. Kind of funny. So that's actually a pretty clean game. Let's just get the other side, the dry side though, and go over these double check. Surprisingly light. I've held other Tengen games before. They had about a reasonable weight to them, but this is around the weight of like Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt, which is one of the lighter NES games. Which I think actually makes sense, because Pac-Man's pretty simple. The same maze, the same ghost. The only thing that really changes, I guess, are the cutscenes and whatnot, but I say we go to the NES and see if this thing works. We make sure there's no exterior points. Maybe this could use a little rubbing alcohol right there. Yeah, there we go. That's the only thing I think I need to clean off. Pretty good, not dusty. Let's see how it fits the sleeve. Sweet. Let's go test this thing out. Okay, here we are. CRT monitor, not CRT television. There's a difference. CRT monitors have a much nicer picture. And you can probably see another CRT monitor right there. I actually use that with my computer, and chances are I'll edit this video on that CRT monitor. But NES. I keep all my consoles in bags because I'm afraid of dust, you could say. Now, where's Pac-Man? Oh, yes. Pac-Man. And we could do a little comparison real quick. Let me get Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt. Now, yeah. In terms of cartridge design, I definitely prefer the Nintendo design, but I don't know. This isn't half bad. It almost looks like a Sega Genesis game. In fact, here's Sonic Classics for the Sega Genesis. Same, I think they use the same plastic on both of these. Something similar. You know, yeah, it doesn't look bad, but I do think I like this look more. That's part of the reason why I might have preferred an officially licensed Pac-Man cartridge. There's also, you know, if you're gonna get anything for a Nintendo console, you should just get the real deal thing, you know. But if this works, it works. And I said this is actually lighter than Super Mario Bros. Duck Hunt, which actually I think makes sense because even though Super Mario Bros. And Duck Hunt are considered a pretty small game by today's standards, Pac-Man is a really, really small game. I mean, you just play through the same maze over and over and over. But let's see. I know, I almost have to rethink how to put the cartridge in just because it's shaped differently. Like, this just goes really easily right there. So this must do the same. Oh, there we go. Pretty easy, Pac-Man. Character. Not characters, it's just character. This is an NES controller I just fixed yesterday. And I'm posting that video today, which is when I'm recording this video. So if you haven't watched that, maybe you want to watch that. This was an NES controller that came without the cable, so I harvested this cable from a broken third-party NES controller, attached it, and I replaced the buttons because the previous owner put these weird neon buttons in there. It's not, you know, it doesn't look, you can probably tell it's not exactly like a normal OEM NES controller. The buttons, the shell is in the components in there, everything is original, but yeah, the replacement buttons are not one-to-one. But I think it's a pretty good success, pretty good replacement, or pretty good fix. Okay, plugged in. Usually you plug in the controllers first, but okay, 2 players. We'll do 1 player. Ooh, Pac-Man. It's definitely Pac-Man, I'll tell you that. Am I very good at Pac-Man? Probably not. And all I know is the red one just chases you right from behind. Pac-Man's a pretty fun game. Though I do like my games to have, like, definitive ends to them, I still find time to enjoy games like this, high score based. Games where the incentive is getting a new high score or something, you know, very repetitive games. Still fun. Yeah, Pac-Man, I like it. Very fun. Probably should have saved the power pellet. We'll try a different way going through the maze this time. Oh, that was not very smart on my part, was it? This is pretty fun. Pac-Man has a pretty fun loop to it. What more needs to be said about Pac-Man? It's Pac-Man. I think I'm better at Pac-Man than I thought I was. Wait, I got a 1-up. No, I don't. Never mind. Probably should have saved that. Don't ask me what I was thinking. I'm just focusing on getting all these pellets. I've heard of that trick where you can stall there. I think everyone knows that trick where you can stall there and the ghosts don't get you. Ah! Game over. Game over. That's what it says. Oh, I feel like this has a tighter grip on the NES pins. Well, that's Pac-Man. It's good. I don't know. Tengen cards are interesting. I mean, technically, it's not like like the game is the exact same, you know, as the officially licensed version. But you know, I got it so cheap, I really can't complain that I don't have the officially licensed version. I could still get that if I want, but I own this. I own this. So, yeah. And they have their own seal of quality, the Tengen seal of quality. Hey, and it's made in the USA. That's definitely different than most NES games made in Japan. I don't know. I don't know what exactly I feel about the cartridge design, but in terms of the game is good. It is a good game. So yeah, let's go put this on the game shelf. I gotta figure out a nice place for this. I guess I'll show you that, because why not? Let you in on the fun. Here, the fun's down there. Why are you looking up there? Come on. You're better than that, YouTube people who watch me. Now, as you might see, I have a little bit of predicament. The Super Mario World manual is taking up all the space up there. But maybe I can... No. Ta-da! Make room. Right there. Pac-Man. Still feels a little off, but I'll figure it out. Super Mario World. Is that Yoshi's Island? Yeah. You can always put it next to Yoshi's Island or something. But yeah, that's it for this video. TMG is of the out. Goodbye.